Oh, g'day viewers. Mrs. PB's put me in the stocks for buying more diecast vehicles, but anyway, my misery is your gain. And welcome to another episode of PB's Retro Restorations.
G'day viewers, and thanks for joining me. I'm PB, and in this video I'll be sharing the techniques I use to restore this vintage Corgi to its former glory. I'll have a brief history of the casting, and be sure to stay to the end for the amazing reveal. Now let's get crack-a-lackin' on this little guy. The Heinkel bubble car kicked off its diecast life in 1961 and saw more colour variations than most in its lifetime. Apart from the number 406 Land Rover, it was the oldest car in the range to make it to the whiz wheel era, with the poor little guy finally slinging his hook in 1973 after 12 years in the range.
Corgi Toys Heinkel. Heinkel. It's cute, this one.
If this is your first time here, I'd like to say thank you for giving my channel a go. I've got hundreds of unique videos here for your viewing pleasure. You can check them out via this link I've put at the top of your screen, and as always, please consider subscribing.
Oh, there you go. I assumed this was white, viewers, but look, it's really pale pink and it's faded. Oh, well, that changes things. That's cool. Let's get this. That's a replacement tire I bought. That's why that came off easy. Let's attack it from that side. Oh, it's not going to fit. Okay. Let that get us on. Sure, I'm going to bend this spring, viewers, but
So because this axle isn't like pressed onto the wheel, you're able to just lift it up and sort of poke the axle out, so I was glad for that.
yeah! Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, we won't be threading and tapping that one, viewers, because I'm an idiot.
I attempted to mix my own pink for this one. Of course, I should have started with the white and put the pink into it rather than the other way around. And the pink I ended up with was much too dark. I like the pink, but it's not the really, really pale pink it should be. Oh well. And here's all our shined up parts ready for reassembly. I hammered the front wheels back on before I remembered that I'd bent that axle and I needed to bend it back, so I did end up removing this wheel and trying to bend that axle. As you'll see in the final reveal, I didn't quite get it right, but anyway. They're so much easier to get back together once you know how they come apart. I thought this was going to fight me, but it didn't, so that was good. So having learnt nothing from the Riviera the other week, I thought once I got this back together, the interior didn't look right, so I thought, oh no, I'll glue it to the window. I'm not sure what goes through my brain sometimes, viewers, but it kind of worked out okay. Just this white glue, it's the only glue you can use on there that's not going to destroy the glass, but it takes so long to dry, and well, anyway, that's what I did with this one. And of course, because I'd snapped my drill bit off in the hole, I had no choice but to use super glue on this one. I'm not sure what else I could do. If I try and drill that drill bit out, it's not going to work for me. It'll probably make it worse. So just going to have to accept that this one is glued together. Remember when I said I pulled this apart and took the wheel off because I hadn't fixed the axle? Well, this of course was the point I realised that after I put the super glue on it and started to stick it back together. But fortunately it hadn't held very strongly, so I pulled it apart, pulled the wheel off, tried to straighten the axle out. Didn't really work, but it is what it is. Oh, and yeah, I somehow thought a bit of paper towel between my pliers and the base would protect the paint, but it didn't, and I bent the base, so I tweaked it back into place and I touched it up. It just, you know, the basic ones that... Anyway, smile and wave and keep moving forward, viewers, right? Do you ever get that sense of deja vu, viewers? Like, hang on, I've been here before. Using my Posca pen again, which, you know, told you all how much I love it. But I do find you have to sometimes go over it a couple of times to cover all the... can be a little bit thin. Sometimes I think I should just use paint, but I just don't have steady enough hand, and if I use paint and then I have to try and wipe that off, I will ruin it, and so I'm happy just to have to go over it twice. did use silver paint for the headlights, so I used a little cotton bud dipped in it so I can just get a dot on them, so it's reasonably round. Works for me. I wish this Posca pen came out as glossy as the other one does. It's a completely different type of pen, but when it dries, it goes a bit flat. But again, it's so easy to use. I really enjoy it. You know, it like makes being neat a lot easier. And I'm not particularly neat even with this. You can imagine what it'd be like with a paintbrush. Alright, carton making time. Again, this is a restored image of my own design. I'll put a link up at the top of your screen here where you can go and watch my video of how I create the images. I use really basic methods and I use Paint 3D viewers. It's not Photoshop. I'm not, you know, a high-end graphic designer. You specialists out there will look at my methods and go, well, what a bodgy. You're right, I am bodgy, but you know what else I am? I'm cheap, and I try and keep it to, you know, a minimum. So go check that link out. Long video, but you know, have a crack at making them yourself. It saves you paying, you know, $10 or $12 or pounds or whatever they're charging for them on the eBays. And you can take some pride in yourself, even if it isn't perfect. You can go, I did that myself. I'll also throw in that this device you see me using, I got it off the Temus. I think it cost me $15. There are better quality ones out there, and I'm going to get myself a better quality one. But for, you know, for giving it a go to see if it's for you and something you'd like to give a try, you know, it's pretty cheap. And of course, yes, Graham, I'm giving you a shout out because Graham, he knows who he is, put me onto Temu, and I feel like every time I use this device, I have to mention him. I know I think of him every time I use it. How about that, Graham? You're welcome. I use a bit of white glue to stick them together, holds them good, holds them forever. It's exactly the same glue I use to glue the interior onto the glass. Dries a lot quicker when you're using it on cardboard though. Alright, and just like that, as if by magic, with no grief whatsoever, as per usual, if you've skipped to this bit, we're done. Hooray! So here we are, back at the start with my, where'd I get this one from? The Diecast fair. I think I paid $10 for it. Heinkel bubble car. It struck me when I first saw it, like just how small a little model this is compared to some of the other Dinkies and Corgis. It's really cute. I couldn't resist it. I can see here now little shades of pink, but it's obviously faded all the way to white. Anyway, enough of my gibbering. This is what I started with. And this, dear viewer, is what we're left with now. Ta-da! Looking a lopsided $1,000,000 with its fresh coat of paint, polished up wheels, fresh set of tread on it. Pretty simple model. Yes, it is a big crack through the rear windscreen, but you know my policy on window pieces. I'd rather have a cracked original than a tray ordinaire reproduction that's too thick, doesn't fit, looks awful anyway. I'll always take the crack. Yes, it's leaning down on one side and it's really annoying me. I'm going to have to revisit this and probably pull it apart again. And actually, that's right, I can't pull it apart, can I, viewers? Because I glued it. I glued it. So it's going to have to stay this way. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, viewers. Thanks for watching to the end. If you've liked this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, check out some of my other videos. Please consider subscribing and don't forget to click the bell for alerts. That way you too can be swept away to a world of PB magic every time a new video rears its misshapen head. Have a great weekend, a safe weekend, and I hope to see you all next time here on PB's Retro Restorations. Bye!